A large number of people who have access to computers and mobile phones and devices and so on do not type in their mother tongue. That is the fundamental problem. Okay, and that is manifested in many ways. So it is manifested in the posters that we put up, or professionally designed cinema posters. The essential problem is that, in a sense, we are handicapped because we are not able to express ourselves in our mother tongues in a digital medium. Okay, so that is our basic fundamental problem. Working on these problems on several platforms, say on desktop computers, on feature phones, on smartphones, we have come up with several solutions for text input in Indian languages. Okay, those are solutions that have been designed and to some extent prototyped by students in a short academic project. Swarachakra is one such project. The thing is that many people like this design and they contributed voluntary efforts to bring this design out in the public so that people can use it on their Android devices. Now, making such a product available to people has its own challenges. That is called the long tail of development, where you have to develop many features beyond just the text input in Indian language. So if you look at the design problem, there are fundamentally three design problems. One is that people are confused about typing in Indian language. Two, they type very slowly. And three, they make a lot of errors. So why are people confused about typing in Indian languages? So one thing is that actually we have a slightly larger number of characters than, let us say, the Roman script. The Roman script has 26 characters. A typical Indian language will have between 55 to 65 characters. So finding a desired character on a keyboard is that much harder because of that. And learning that layout is that much harder because of that. So that is one problem which causes confusion. Second problem which causes confusion is, unlike, say, in an alphabet, unlike in the Roman script, where each character as you type it appears exactly in the same way on the keyboard, a lot of Indian characters need to be created by combination of things. So a typical combination is a consonant and a vowel. Okay, and sometimes the vowel modifier appears to the right of the consonant, sometimes it appears to the left of the consonant, above, below. So people are not sure whether they should type the consonant first, whether they should type the vowel first, and this leads to some confusion. So we call this sequence confusion. So that is the second problem. Third problem is that generally people find conjuncts difficult to create. So you have to combine multiple consonants into a conjunct. And sometimes these conjuncts look like their constituent consonants, and sometimes they look different from their constituent consonants. Also, sometimes the sequence of conjuncts is not clear. So all of this leads to, these are the three causes of the confusion. Yeah? Number of characters, the sequence of consonants and vowels, and conjuncts. And Swarachakra has solutions for solving each of those problems. Then second set of problems is related to speed. And third is related to accuracy. So what we have found is that accuracy itself again can be divided into two parts. So accuracy is, one part of accuracy is related to what we call as corrected error rate. So people make a mistake, then they correct themselves. And second part is uncorrected error rate, where they don't realize they have made a mistake and they go ahead and continue typing. So what we have found is that the corrected error rate is slightly high for all Indian language keyboards, including Swarachakra. Okay, and there are some solutions for which we have not yet implemented, but we would like to implement them in future. The uncorrected error rate is relatively low, about 1% or less than 1%, and that is typical for any languages. Like this is probably because people do not know spellings, or people do not know or they do not realize that they have made a mistake, and they go on. So that probably is not so high and still not a major concern. Finally, speed. So for speed, we have implemented currently a solution for Hindi and Marathi, which allows people to speak and type. So they say something, and then the keyboard recognizes what is being said, and then it allows you to then change it or make corrections to what was recognized. So the project started in year 2001. Okay, so about 17 years ago almost. Okay, where we started working on the first version of the keyboard, which is the physical keyboard. Okay, and we worked on several versions of the physical keyboard. We worked on several designs of the physical keyboard first. Then one particular keyboard design called Keylake turned out to be pretty good. And so we decided to implement that, and then we went through about 6 iterations of that design. So that took us 2-3 years. We tested it out with a lot of people. We found out that to be a successful design. However, hardware keyboards are not so easy to manufacture, at least for a university. So it requires a setup. You have to have a marketing setup. You have to have a production setup, and so on. So we did not follow up on that part of it. Then subsequently, around 2007, 2008, feature phones started becoming popular, and it started becoming relatively easy to develop applications for feature phones. That is when one of the students developed an application for text input on feature phones. So again, we developed some prototypes, we tested it out in the lab, we had some meaningful, interesting results. But although it was relatively easier to develop applications for feature phones, it was not so easy to deploy it to large number of people on feature phones, which became available when smartphones came along. So along with smartphones came this concept of application stores, where people could go and download more applications, and applications were rated and people wrote comments about it, so it became easy for people to find applications. So that is when one of my students actually worked on several designs for smartphones, touchscreen smartphones, and Swaraj Chakra was one of those designs. And then I had another intern, so she had a spare month, so she said that I'm going to put this design up on Play Store. So she spent a month creating a version for Android and then put it up on Play Store. And then from there, then a lot of people started downloading. Then as people started downloading, the interest in the product grew, more people joined. So currently we have about 90 people who have contributed at different stages to the design of and development of Swaraj Chakra. Swaraj Chakra is an open source project. It is maintained by active contributions from volunteers. So Swaraj Chakra is available in 12 different languages. And it has been so far downloaded by about 32 lakh people in about 4.5 years. About 7 lakh out of those people are active with using Swaraj Chakra. And they have typed overall about 150 crore words, about 1.5 billion words using Swaraj Chakra. So it has reached a lot of people, but India is a large country. There are 130 crore people in India, and there are many more Indians or Indian language speaking people outside India. So we have, of course, a long way to go from where we are right now.